A couple of years ago, I was illiterate, and I'm not ashamed to say it now. I was talking to some friends that are on self-improvement as well, and we came to the conclusion that people nowadays are illiterate. They can't focus to read a single paragraph. These days, like, people are just illiterate. They grab a book, look at a paragraph, then forget about it 2 seconds later. Or they just read the paragraph and then stop doing it. They go do something else. They lack the focus to read. They can read English, but they're not able to focus. And I was struggling with this too a couple of years ago. I don't know why we have this problem. Well, I do. But in modern times, people are just illiterate. Doesn't that sound insane? I used to struggle with this as well. And one of the things that helped me not not be illiterate, as funny as it sounds, like I'm just it's kind of funny because when you get off this problem, right, you start doing well and you can read now again. It's just funny looking back because I was just stupid. I just couldn't read. So my advice to you, if you genuinely cannot focus for 30 minutes, 20 minutes reading, my advice to you is that you start meditating today. And I already made a video about meditation and how to actually go about meditating. And I don't think that's information that you lack. It's more focus, right? You know that the information is out there. There is so much information that you could be getting today. And coming back to the illiteracy modern problem, is that I was talking to some friends, right? And they told me about their problems, right? They couldn't read for a long period of time. So I asked them, well, why can't you? And they said, oh, it's just boring and I feel tired. Or sometimes I read and then go do something else. Say, oh, okay. So your dopamine addicted head, is just looking for the next thing to do and can't focus to read. That's why we have the illiteracy problem. It's not because you can't read English. You can read English. I can read English. Anyone. Well, obviously, if you don't speak the language, you can't read English, but anyone can read. Why is it that nowadays we can't? Because our parents can read, our grandfathers can read. It's because short span videos. We keep scrolling. We can't focus on one thing at a time. And we find it boring when we do. So, bro, another thing that I wanted to talk about, and I realized talking to these friends, right, is that you need to learn how to express yourself and articulate yourself, like Jordan Peterson said in his book. So, what can we do about this, right? How can we actually go about expressing ourselves, articulating ourselves? Well, first thing that I found really helpful is to articulate your words. Talk slowly. Say your words like they actually are meant to sound. Make them more articulate. Are you saying how I move my mouth kinda? It's say the word right. Another thing that I found really helpful and that I think it will be valuable for you is to grab a piece of blank paper. A boring piece of blank paper. You've probably never done this in your life. You've probably never done this. But this is something I learned from Jordan Peterson. Blank piece of paper. And just write what you think. Write it out. It might be shit. Your thoughts might be shit. They might be full of nothingness and nonsense. Just write it. You have to struggle as a beginner to write words so you can then have more sophisticated thoughts. Write them down, be honest with yourself, and then give it some time, and you'll be able to express yourself to see what your true thoughts are in your mind. Another thing that I wanted to say in this video, because I've been taking a long time to do this, and it bothers me in a way, is I've been taking too long to synthesize this book. Synthesizing meaning teaching and implementing what I've learned from this book, right? So this is all I have. I have to read this, and I'm done after that. So shouldn't be longer. It's been taking me a quite long time, but I promise I'm almost done with this. So hope you found this video valuable, and don't be illiterate, bro. Don't be illiterate.